People hear the phrase just let it go all the time. When something hurts, when something just doesn't work out, just let it go. But if it was that simple, you already would have probably done it. So the real question isn't how to let go, it's why do we hold on in the first place? Most people think holding on is intentional, but most time it just isn't the case. You just don't wake up and decide, I'm going to keep thinking about this for months. It just stays there. A memory, a conversation, a version of what should have happened based on what did happen. And even when you try to move on, your mind just brings it back anyways. So it starts to feel like letting go isn't something you just feel at. It's something you just simply haven't understood. When we say we're holding on, it usually isn't just the event itself, it's what the event meant to us. You're not holding on to just a person, you're holding on to what they represented, what you thought they would become, or just who you felt like around them. You're not holding on to a moment, you're holding on to the version of reality your mind has built around that certain moment. And letting go just feels difficult because it's not just losing something, it's rewriting a story you've been repeating in your head. The mind hates losing endings, so when something doesn't resolve cleanly, a relationship just ends. Suddenly, something unfair happens, an apology just never comes. The mind keeps that file open, it replays it, analyzes it, and just tries to solve it. But some things in life just don't get clean conclusions, and the mind struggles to accept that. So instead, it keeps you mentally attached to something that no longer exists in real life time. Letting go can feel uncomfortable because it creates a strange feeling. If I stop thinking about this, does that even matter? Or worse, does that mean I lost something I should have been able to keep? So the mind clings tighter and tighter, just because it's helping you, but because it's trying to preserve meaning. Even pain can start to feel familiar, and the familiar is something the mind often confuses with safety. This is where most people misunderstood it. Letting go is not forgetting, pretending it didn't matter, or acting like it never happened. Letting go is simply this: it stops occupying the present moment. The memory can still exist, the experience can still be real, the meaning can still be important, but it no longer means to replay itself on loop in your mind. It becomes part of your story, not the thing controlling your attention. Ironically, letting go doesn't usually happen when you force it. It happens when you stop fighting what's already there. Because holding on is often fueled by resistance. I shouldn't feel this. I should be over this. This shouldn't still affect me. But the more you resist a feeling, the more attention it gets. And attention is what keeps it alive. When you stop resisting it, it starts to lose weight on its own. Not instantly, but naturally. One of the most overlooked truths is this: everything in your life is already changing. Even the thing you think are permanent. Feelings change, people change, and you change. Nothing stays exactly as it is. So in a strange way, letting go isn't something you force. It's something you just eventually align with. You stop trying to freeze something that was never meant to stay still. So maybe letting go isn't about erasing the past. Maybe it's about releasing your grip on a version of past that just no longer exists and returning your attention to what is actually there. Because the past only has power when it keeps pulling you out of the present, and when it stops doing that, you don't lose anything important. You just stop carrying what was never meant to be carried forever.